بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا. Respected chairmen and the principal of AQI, Dr. Mahmood, respected brothers and sisters, AQI admin team, all AQI Ustad and Ustada, and finally our students. I would like to you with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Like usual, I will read or recap the lessons that we've learned last week on Monday. And then your tonight Ustad is Ustad Shahzalal Sarkar, and he will lead. Okay, so I think we did from 18, I think we did, yes. So lesson 18 was recap, identify nouns by sight. In this lesson, we identify nouns by sight. Rule number 1 was if the word started with al, then this word will be a noun. Rule number 2, if there is a preposition, harf jar before noun. Rule number 3, if there is a tanween on the last letter, then it is a noun. Rule number 4, if a word is the subject of a sentence, then it is typically a noun. Rule number 5, calling letter before the word, then it is a noun. Rule number 6, if the last letter of the word has ta marbuta, round ta, feminine ta, then the word is a noun. Rule number 7, mudaf ilahi, then both of the words are noun. Rule number 8, if the quality of any word is explained, both are nouns. We ask every student to memorize these rules and get used to it as much as possible. Besides this, I have a few rules from Muslim chart, which is, ani and aini and tani and taini and etc. etc. Okay. Number 19, lesson, recap, identifying verb by sight. Lesson, we identify verbs by sight. Rule number 1 was if kad, a harf kad is before the word, then it is a verb. Rule number 2, if sin, or then it is a verb. Rule number 3, if the last letter has a ta sakina, then it is a verb. Rule number 4, if the last letter of the word has a ta fa'il or a doer, then that is a verb. For example, darabtu, darabti, darabta. Rule number 5, if the word is command giving order, then it is a verb, like idrib. Rule number, if there is a negative command, then it is a verb, la tadrib. Rule number 7, if the word has any letter from atayna, atayanun at the beginning of the verb, like yansuru, tansuru, ansuru, nansuru. Rule number 8, if the harf jazim comes before a word, then it is a verb. And rule number 9, if the first word is a lam and the last letter is a nun takid, then it is a verb. We also recommend to all students that they memorize these rules as far as possible. Recap, identifying harf by sight. So all 3 lessons were identifying either noun, isim, fi'l, which is verb, or identifying harf. In this lesson, we explain 2 important. First fact, what does harf means? Sentence is made of nouns, verb, and particles. Noun are name of things, verbs provide information, and part. Second fact, there are no sign of harf. If we do not see alamati isim or alamati fi'l on the word, then this is the sign that it is actually a harf. It's always proceed to the word. There are approximately 80 particles or harf in the entire Arabic language. For simplicity, we have named 10 most common used harf in the Quranic Arabic with examples. Number 1, harf al-jar, preposition, like min, ila, ala, harf jar. Harf mushabbaha bil fil, for example, inna and I have a full chapter on inna and ka'anna. Inshallah, we'll explore this. But now we just need information to know what harf mushabbaha bil fil does. Conjunctional or example, and, then, therefore, waw, fa, thumma. For certified particles, harf nida is a calling letters, ya. Particles for affirmative answer, like yes, bala. Particles used for negative answer, la or kalla. Particles used as extra, man, min or la. All particles, masdaria, okay, like an. Interrogative particles, like a, kaifa, ayu, ma, lam, etc. Conditional in, man, ma, iza, which is shartiya, harf shartiya, conditional particles. We advise all students to memorize as much as possible and go over PDF lessons to get familiar. So this was your recap for last lesson on Monday. And tonight, inshallah, we'll go through new lessons, 21, 22, 23, etc. So this is, and I would like to hand over to our Ustad Shahzalal, inshallah, and he will share his document and you start the lesson. Ustad Shahzalal, it's over to you, sir. Are you there? Ustad Shahzalal, can you hear me?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Everybody in this Arabic course, and we all know that for any language, first of all, we need to memorize the vocab. Without vocabulary, it is impossible to learn any language. And then here we are focusing on the grammar. So on this course, we decided not to go by vocabulary one by one because it's time consuming, but we all request to learn the relevant vocabulary, inshallah. Lesson, we will start from lesson 21, 22, and 23 today, but up to lesson 20, we have enough information about the construction of jumla, sentence, like jumlatul ismiya, jumlatul failiya, and then we have gone through details about isim, fail, and harf. Just immediate lesson, Ustad was revised about how do we identify isim, fail, and harf. So isim, fail, and harf are the building blocks for jumla. Now, in this lesson, I'll share. Lesson 21. Let me share the screen. Yes. So in lesson 21, we'll start with verbal sentence, which is ismiya. So in the previous lessons, we learned about various sentences like jumlatul ismiya, jumlatul failiya, jumlatul shartiya, but the two is jumlatul failiya and jumlatul ismiya. And lesson 21 start with jumlatul failiya. In English, we call verbal sentence. So a sentence which fail or verb we called jumlatul failure. And in previous lessons we learned that the parts of speech verb has three tenses: past, present, and future. But in Arabic, them in two groups. Together, we call mudari'. So madi mudari'. Disconnect. I'll come back again, inshallah. Okay. About the fail has two tenses here, madi and mudari. So to indicate patterns of verbs, the grammarians use letters of fa'ala. Fa'ala is used as a model. The first letter we call fa kalima, fa. Second letter ain we call ain kalima, and the last letter lam we call lam kalima consonant, ain consonant, and the lam consonant. Is just for our convenience to study further. So we'll use fa'ala. So fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima. So in most of the fail in Arabic language is triliteral. That means the fail is constructed based on three letters. First and last letter will have fatha. And in the middle letter, ain kalima, can have dhamma, fatha, and kasra. The blue color in the middle. Left kalima, lam kalima has fatha, but in the middle blue, in the ain kalima, you can see the three haraka given: kasra, fatha, and dhamma. So these are the general rules we need to, that any fail madi, first and last, triliteral fail madi, first and last letters will have fatha, and the middle letter can have dhamma, fatha, or kasra. So verbal sentence in Arabic we call jumlatul fi'liya. How do we recognize them? The jumlatul fi'liya should start with the word fail. So the indication for jumlatul fi'liya is the first word of the sentence should be fail. So fail, fa'il, and maf'ul has three parts. First word is fail, and then we expect fa'il, doer, and then there may be or object. So some jumlatul fi'liya we may not have maf'ul, but definitely we'll have fail. Fa'il sometimes is present explicitly, sometimes it is hidden within the fail. We know that there are 14 siga we learned Arabic fail. Out of 14, if the fail is within the group of huwa and herefore, we'll come to this later, then we are a fa'il. Otherwise, fa'il should be implicit within this fail. All Arabic fail words has fa'al or domir, like qatala. Qatala means he killed. He is the fa'al or doer of the word qatala. Huwa is implicit, and that's why, and this is unique in Arabic language, every fail acts like itself a jumla or sentence. Means he killed. It's like a complete sentence. But this is not the case in other languages. So we know what is fail. It's the first word in the jumlatul failure, and then fa'il. Fa'il means doer of the action. Like here is an example. Shariba Zaidun al-kahwa. Zaidun al-kahwa. Shariba is the fail. Because this sentence starts with a fail, we can call it jumlatul failiyah or verbal sentence. Shariba. Shariba can have 14 siga, like hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. Out of 14, if the fail belongs form, then we can expect an external file. Other 12 form of verbs will not have external file. So this is, remember. I'rab of external file is always marfu.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, brother. Can you please repeat it?
I repeat again.
Yes, please.
Every verb in Arabic has 14 siga, what we have learned, right? If the form of the verb is either huwa or hiya form, like shariba is a huwa form. The verb file, like Zaidun. Here is the external file for Shariba fail. So Shariba Zaidun means Zaid drank. And if Zaidun is not there, just Shariba means he. So he is replaced by the word Zaidun, by the external file, because Shariba is a huwa form verb. Like Qatala Daudu Zaluta. Qatala, he killed. But Qatala is a huwa form verb, external file, which is Daudu. And we mentioned here in the last bullet point that the i'rab of external file is always marfu. That's so looking at the i'rab, we can think about whether the word is fa'il or maf'ul. So fa'il will have the dhamma, we learned later, will have the fatha. So qatala Daudu Jaluta means Daud killed Jalut. But if we say Jalutu then it will mean Jalut killed Daud. So Irab is very important. Depending on the Irab, we can identify whether it is fa'il or maf'ul. We'll come. So I'll repeat it again. So don't worry. And if you are confused, please ask me. I can quickly.
Yeah, Ustad, at this stage, what Irab is. For simplicity, at this level, if we say Irab means Irab is the harakat on the last letter for now. Irab is the harakat on the last letter. So Dawudu has got Dhamma, so its Irab is Rafa, Marfu. Jaluta has the last letter, has got Fatha, Sub, Nasab. So Irab, mashallah. I mean, you are explaining it so nicely.
Excellent.
One more thing, I will just because students are here from all over the world, Ustad. Different options, brothers and sisters. He is saying implicit fa'il, explicit fa'il. Now these have got other names. I'll just mention it for everyone. We can say explicit fa'il has got other names. Hidden fa'il, built-in fa'il,
yeah,
internal fa'il, and explicit, which is external fa'il, implicit fa'il, or outside fa'il. These three are used in different regions across the world. Brothers and sisters, is that helpful? I hope he has
I think better to use the most common.
The common is something here in the UK and common is something different somewhere. So it's better to know. And they are all related by the name explicit, external, outside. Simple. Implicit, inside, same thing. Try to remember. That's it. Okay, Ustad, carry on. Yeah.
Yes, sorry. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can you please, if you have a name of this external and everything, like you Arabic, like if you have a term in Arabic, so that we can also.
There is name. We will gradually go into that, sister. It's called Mustatir, and we will not introduce it now. Okay.
Inshallah. Okay.
Inshallah. Wait. Inshallah.
We'll find this later on. External means Zahir, and hidden means Batin. But terminology is a lot. External is Zahir. Okay.
Damirul Mustatir. You may have heard the name. Okay. Make a note in your book. Yeah, that's fine, Ustad.
So Maful gives more details. Recipient of the action. So action is indicated by the fail, and Maful gives more details about the verb. So that means Maful may or may not be present in the sentence. But we are learning the component of Jumlatul Failure. So Maful gives more details about the verb. Mafuli bihi. So Mafule bihi, mafule fihi, mafule mahu. We'll learn it later in module 2. But we just want to identify what is maful. So if we ask the question, what, who, whom, answer is mafule bihi. Like Shariba, he drank. What did he drink? Kahwa, coffee. So the answer to this question is maful. So if we ask this question, what, who, whom? If we ask these three questions, to the fail, and the answer is mafule bihi. So maful has different subtypes: bihi, mafule bihi, mafule fihi, mafule mahu. So don't worry, we'll learn this later. At this moment, we are saying, if we ask these three questions, what, who, whom, to the fail, and the answer we'll get is mafule bihi. So in this sentence, Shariba Zaidun kahwa, kahwata. Shariba is the fail, Zaidun is the fa'il, and kahwa is the maf'ul. And we can see Shariba, the first and la, and in the middle letter can have Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra, but it has Kasra. So it is a fail, and since the sentence started with a fail, we'll call it Jumlatul Failiyah or verbal sentence. Shariba is a Hua form fail, so we are expecting an external or outside file, which is Zaidun. And we mentioned the external or outside file should have Dhamma, and we last letter has got Dhammatain, which is we called Irab. So the Irab of an external file is Marfu or Dhamma or Rafa in brief.
And it can have Dhamma, right, Ustad?
Yes, Dhamma or Dhammatain, both are possible.
Correct.
If the isim has alif lam at the beginning, then one Dhamma. If it doesn't, then Dhammatain. But there are some other, when it becomes mudaf, a lot of other things will come. And al-kahwa is the ma'ful, and we can see its irab means the haraka of the last letter is or nasab. Good. So we got a rough idea about how does a Jumlatul failure. Or here is another example. Katala Daudu Jaluta. Jaluta is the object or maful, and that's why it is mansub. That means of this word is get nasab. And Daudu is the fa'il or doer, and hence the last haraka is Dhamma. Daudu. As Ustad mentioned, here you can see just one Dhamma, but in the bottom it's Zaidun Dhammatain. So then both are possible, but it has to be Dhamma if it is an external file. And Qatala is the fail, and that's why it's a Jumlatul. And here we can see first and last haraka is Fatha, and the middle haraka is Fatha, because middle haraka, the middle letter can take Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra, any one of them. Ra has Kasra, but here Ta has got Fatha.
Ustad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I think they will be benefited from this. Also in maful can is the answer to the question what, who, whom. I'll just give an example. Qatala Dawood Jaluta and Shariba Zaidun al-Qahwa, that is clear. But an example, say, if I say in English, I gave him a book. Okay, I've done something, I've taken some action. Now, who did I give the book to? Whom did I give the book to, right? According to definition. If the answer is who or whom to a question pointing to something, that will be maf'ul. So I gave is the fail, gave him is a maf'ul. Whom is answering whom. And a book, what did I give? I gave a book. So there can be maf'ul, more than one object in a sentence.
Yeah.
Do you understand all what I said? Answer to question what? Answer to question who, whom is the him, maf'ul, and what did I give him? A book. Do you understand that? Yes, no on the chat box, please. Because if you understand it, you are just 5 miles ahead of Allah.
Excellent, excellent. So the example Ustad gave, where we can ask both questions, what and who, and we got two answers. So two maful.
Yes.
Katala Daudu Jaluta. So Katala Daudu Jaluta. Who was killed? Who is Jaluta? And what killed? We can't ask this question. So it's just one maful, Jaluta.
Yes.
So depending on the examples, we can have more than one maful. Very good. Advance we will come later once we are more strong on the fundamentals. Okay. So we talked about Jumlatul Fa'liya or verbal sentence. And then sentence we learned before is called nominal sentence or Jumlatul Ismiya. So Jumlatul Ismiya is a sentence which starts with an isim. That's why it's called nominal sentence or Jumlatul Ismiya. So we learned Jumlatul Fa'liya, we have three components: Fa'il, Fa'il, and Maf'ul. We have two components, Mubtada and Khabar. We'll learn it gradually. Mubtada and Khabar. So there are some rules. Rule 1, if the dual or plural, then the corresponding verb must match the number. And the rule 2 says, if the mubtada must match the gender with the fail. Okay, so Jumlatul Ismiya or nominal sentence starts with an isim, and then after the isim, we can have a verb if we want to. So here the rule 1 says the mubtada, the first isim should match the verb after this in terms of number, and rule 2 says in terms of gender. So these are the two rules for Jumlatul Ismiya. Match with the fail in terms of number and gender. And here is the example. Like At-tullabu zahabu ilal. At-tullabu, this is the jam'u for talibun. Tullabu, the students, is jam'u, jam. Zahabu is zahabu means they went. But in this case, at-tullabu, the students went. Where? Ilal mal'abi, to the stadium. So here, at-tullabu is plural, so the corresponding verb, instead of zahaba, we are saying zahabu because it's jamu and it has to be jam. So this is the rule number 1 for Jumlatul Ismiya, that if the mubtada is jam'u, the next fail has to be jam'u. Dual or tasniya, the fail has to be tasniya as well. Rule number 2, if the mubtada must match the gender with the fail. For example, at-talibatani zahabata ilal mat'ami. So talibatani, and we learned ani means two. We learned that. And zahabata. So this is the dual form of zahaba. Zahaba, zahabata, and zahabata is the two female students. So here the mubtada is female verb is also female. And the mubtada here, ani, is dual, two female. So following the rule number 1, the fail is dual as well. So what we learned is, in case of Jumlatul Ismiya, if the mubtada and fail should match with the mubtada in terms of number and gender.
Yes.
In a summary, that's what we need to remember. But there will be some variation in Jumlatul Failure. We'll come to this. Look at now the construct with Jumlatul Failure. Jumlatul Failure starts with a fail, not isim. So look at the Jumlatul Failure or verbal sentence that starts with a verb or fail. The rule is slightly different. We'll learn in the next lesson. Here is an example. Dhahaba tullabu. The students went. Dhahaba is huwa form verb. At-tullabu and dhahaba is mufrad, singular. We did not say dhahabu because it's Jumlatul Failure. It's not Jumlatul Ismiya. Singular. So Zahabat Tullabu, both of them are masculine. So in terms of Jumlatul Failure, all we need to make sure is gender is matching. But the number does. But in terms of Jumlatul Ismiya, number and gender both need to be matched. This is the crack of the matter we need to remember. You can read whole things, but this is of this matter. But we can say at-tullabu zahabu. Here at-tullabu is mubtada and the sentence zahabu, they went, is khabar, and the numbers and genders are matching. So if we say, we cannot say zahaba because it's Jumlatul Ismiya. So this fail should match with number and gender with the mubtada. So at-tullabu, it needs to match with number and gender because it's Jumlatul Ismiya. But here we said, here, Zahabat tullabu. Zahaba is singular. At-tullabu is jam'u. Because Jumlatul Failure, all we need matching with gender. Number does not need to be matched. So this is the contrast. Here, nominal sentence, verbal sentence. Let's see the difference. Nominal sentence here, at-tullabu is jam'u. So it's a nominal sentence. So the next fail should match with and gender. So jahabu is both masculine and jam'u, which is matching with the mubtada at-tullabu. In at-talibatu. At-talibatu zahabna. Here we can see is feminine and jam'u. So the verb is again feminine and jam'u, plural. Because it's nominal sentence, we are told the number and gender both need to be matched.
Okay.
Whereas in verbal sentence, starts with a verb, not the isim. Haba is a fail verb and is a huwa form verb. So we know that if expecting an external outside file, so at-tullabu is the outside or external file. Although dhahaba is singular, it's allowed because all we need to match with gender. Dhahaba is masculine, at-tullabu is masculine. And here, if we go to the feminine, dhahabat in here form, she went, dhahabat. So we need to match the gender, but not the number. So dhahabat at-talibatu, at-talibatu is jam'u feminine. Although dhahabat is mufrad, at-talibatu is jam'u, because we don't need to match the number, but both are feminine. We need to match the gender. That's why both are feminine. So here is the summary. The last two sentences is the summary for lesson 21 and 22 is, I repeat again, please ask me question if you don't understand. In nominal sentence starts with an isim, and we call mubtada and then letter. And verbal sentence starts with a fail. In nominal sentence, the mubtada should match with number and gender with the fail. But in the fail should match with the file. Okay.
Ustad, can you hear me?
Lesson.
Can you hear me, Ustad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I hope the students have been feeling exactly as I have been feeling, because I feel like learning it from scratch and so nicely taught, so nicely broken down. But obviously, we need to just test a little bit, Ustad. Just,
Okay.
just stay here. Okay. Ustad Sadiq,
Yes.
Ustad Muhammad, I think one of you told me this group is very smart students, right?
Yes,
You did, okay, all right.
I'm sure they are.
So we'd like to just test them quickly, just for a change. Alhamdulillah, we have been listening, mashallah, nice. A little bit interaction, then we'll go back to a normal lesson again. Can you see Tabbat yada abi, just up to here, finish. Then another sentence, Ja'at rusuluna. So we would like to look at Tabbat yada abi. Okay. Who can tell me the meaning of Tabbat yada abi? Please type it on the chat box. Tabbat yada abi. You have been Sister Zuhra. Yes, please.
Write it on the chat box, please.
Yeah.
Can I talk?
Yeah. You can talk, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Sister Zuhra from Tanzania.
You mean the meaning?
Yes. Yeah.
Meaning, just meaning
this is
first.
the
You mean
sentence
the
Ustad is
meaning
talking about. I highlighted. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's like the hands of Tabbat means like I don't know how to explain it in English, like
Hands off.
Pardon?
Hands off.
hands of Abi.
Abi Lahab. Okay. Abi.
Hands
Okay.
of
Yeah. Father.
Abu
Father.
Lahab, yes.
Yeah. Father.
Yeah.
Fine. So
And
tell me what hidden file Tabbat has got.
here.
Here. Okay.
Here.
Our Ustad said. Yes, correct. Said repeatedly. I hope you got it. I'm just testing it so that you never forget this. Tabbat is here. Tabbat meaning is here. She. Singular. And 2 verbs out of 14 siga, out of 14 conjugation of pronoun, 2 of them may have an external file, he said. Which two are they? Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, and downward 14. Which two may have file, outside file, explicit file, whatever you say.
Let them put them on chat box. They've learned that on the previous lessons on 20.
Okay, yeah. So,
Ustad already said
Ustad has answered. This is the easy one.
only one answer.
yeah, only one answer. I need more answer, please.
More answer. Oh, because it's fundamental of Arabic grammar. They say
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ustad, just to move on the previous lessons, Ustad
Yeah.
beautifully said which
Yeah.
two will have
Yeah.
external pause. So I've got two people saying we need
Excuse
more.
me, there are 29 people here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 29 people. So we should have more answers. Only two have built-in internal file. One, two, three,
Yeah.
five. Five people said,
At least 50% of they can't move.
yeah. Six people said it. Seven.
Now it's coming because you said you cannot move.
Okay,
We want Arabic name, not he and she.
Some did say Arabic name, but never mind. At least this will help us. So the question again. The question. But Brother Muhammad Isha wants a question again, please.
The question is, there are 14 conjugations. They're called conjugation. Each one is a conjugation. Arabic name is siga. 14 siga for damir, detached pronoun. Okay, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, ana, nahnu. You memorized it in the last class, okay? So out of these 14, which two, if it is there as a two, may have an outside doer, outside file, external file, explicit file. Means can have a external. Which ones? You can see the answers there.
I've got 50%.
First and fourth, I like it. Because numbering them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good.
Yeah,
Okay, Ustad, we move on, okay, inshallah. So, tabbat. But the hidden file here is here. So, could that have an external file? If yes, where is the external file here? Well, there is an external file here.
Answer, please.
Because Ustad said a few minutes ago that the external file you'll recognize by Irab Dhamma. Yeah. So, and by meaning, if you look at this, I'm taking time because if you understand this, as I said, it will be, I said before, 5, and it will be 10, 20 miles ahead if I explain this and if you understand this. So, tabbat is, the here is the hidden file here. And so there may be, and we will know. Abiz, okay, Lahab is missing here. Assume Lahab is there. Abu Lahab's hands. Abu Lahab's hand perished. So by meaning, what is file here, brothers and sisters? Tabbat yada Abi Lahab. Abu Lahab's hands. Which one is file here by meaning? Quick.
Answer, please. Answer.
تبت
Sorry?
And if you say hands, it's correct. Hands, correct. But hands has got some little family with it, little attachment, little connection with whom? Abu Lahab's. So Abu Lahab's hands is fa'il, brothers and sisters. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, number one. Second point is you just remember this, okay? Just remember this. When it is a singular fa'il, it's okay. But sometimes fa'il can be a bit longer. Okay? You can say, Kareem, the bearded man, came. Bearded man is together. Kareem, the old man, is the fa'il. Okay? In the same way, Yada, Abi, Lahab, together, three letters. How can you see the Dhamma? You can't. So I'm giving you some advanced information. There will be situation you will see. It's called compoundness. It will be 2, 3 form a fa'il and sometime mubtada, sometime khabar, sometime maf'ul together. And in that situation, you will not see the Dhamma sign I was talking about. So point I was making, tabbat yada abi lahabu. And yada, what is this gender of that?
female,
Feminine, why?
feminine hand.
Why?
Ajao.
Yeah. Pair of
Because of
hands.
the
Yeah, pair. Okay, good. I
Yes,
get it.
of
That's fine.
the limbs,
Feminine
limbs,
singular.
body part. Yeah,
Body part.
those
Good.
hairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Yes.
Okay.
Inshallah.
I have just diverted your attention for 5 minutes possible. You feel settled with the information which was given to you. This is just to distract you for a few minutes. Coming back, he has done it beautifully, and you should just go through this. There's nothing to be repeated. If Ustad Muhammad wants to add anything, if I want to add anything, there's nothing more to add. Trust me, otherwise I would have taken 5-10 minutes extra. Done. What is the next thing, Ustad?
Next lesson.
23 is remaining.
File in verb sentence.
Yeah, I think if we could finish that, that will be
Yeah,
great.
let me finish this verbal sentence.
Inshallah. Okay.
So this part is again continuation of the jumlatul failure or verbal sentence. Verbal sentence or jumlatul failure starts with a fail. So the Arabic name is here jumlatul failiyah. Now so two essential components are fail and file. As we said, starts with a fail and then file, and maf'ul may be there or maybe not, but they fail and file, verb and then doer. So doer is the fa'il. Fail can be hidden, built in. Fail can be external if the form of the fail is huwa and herefore. Huwa or herefore. Ustad has repeated this, and we did that the fail can have 14 forms or siga. If the form of the fail is either huwa or hiya, then there may be file. But again, it will not be always. We'll see the exception later on. But generally, if the form of the verb is hua or here, we are expecting an external or file. Okay. If external file exists and it is in any number, dual or plural form, the opening verb always must be singular and gender must match, but their number does not need to match. We mentioned it before that in Jumla, if the first word has to be fail, and we know that, like kataba is a fail. So kataba is a hua form. Ba is huma. Katabu is hum form. So kataba, we can change its form up to 14. So all we are saying, if this form is in hua form or katabat in hia form, then we are expecting an external or outside file. In this case, kataba is a hua form verb. Al-limane ismaihima. Ismahima. So muallimane. Here you can see al is dual. The dual means two teachers. Kataba is hua form and muallimane is the file, external file. But what is matched is the gender, but not the number, because the fail is mufrad, singular, and the file is dual, means tasniya, because the number does not need to match in Jumlatul Failure. All we need to match the gender only. And that's what happened here. If external file does not exist, then the verb will take its form as required. If the external file exists, that means if this green word is not there, then kataba can take its form as required. Here is the example. Sami adana wa dhahabu ilal masjidi. Sami'u, they heard. So it is home form verb. Is the home form verb. So which is jam'u. Al-adhana is the maful. Wa dhahabu, again, they went. Home form. Ilal masjidi, towards masjid.
After Samiu, can an external file?
No, because it is not hua or hia form. It is home form.
Okay.
So we are not expecting external file here.
So instead of external file, you got a maful.
Maful. Yeah.
File, no external, then obviously maful might come. After Zahabu, can an external file come?
No.
No. So whatever is normal, whatever is required, that will come. That's it.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent.
I just like to add Zahaba will have an
I will have external file, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
MashaAllah.
I think this point is clear to everybody. If not, please shout. Here is the summary again.
Sorry, someone asking question. Yes, sister.
Yes, brother. Have
Yeah, I can hear. Please.
hello.
What is the question?
Yes, sister. Zuhra.
The previous one. It's
Mhm.
سمعوا الأذان.
Adana. Yeah.
Yes.
Adhan, prayer.
أذان. سمعوا
Yeah.
الأذان. So here,
Call for prayer.
you said that the fi'l, yes, the fi'l must be so here when you start with the yes, here it is jama. So how is it?
So always said, I repeat again. So is
Yes.
instead of sami'u, if it was huwa form, then we could expect an external file. But in this case, it is
Yes.
sami'u. It's not huwa form. It is home form.
That I've understood.
So what is the question?
What's your question, sister?
My question is here at kataba is mufrad.
Yeah.
And al-mu'alliman is not
Dual.
plural. Is
Yeah, dual, yeah.
is
Dual. Yeah.
Yeah.
is two. Dual.
Yeah.
It's dual. So you said that if the fa'il if fi'il always must be singular, and the fa'il can be dual or plural. But now here I can see sami'u, it's plural. Yes.
Okay. This is external files rule, outside doers rule. The other one was slightly different. It's only for the hiya and huwa. The gender has to match, but number doesn't have to match.
In Jumlatul Fi'l.
Yes.
On this. Okay. The other rule,
Yes.
go back to this, at your own time, inshallah. It will be okay. That is slightly different. Okay. It is external file.
Yeah. Can I just explain to her, sister?
Yes.
Sister, Sami'u is a home form. It's not huwa forms. Do you understand that? You know the 14 siga.
Yes.
Well, kataba is a singular, okay? And it's and Sami'u is home form, is dual, is more than one, plural. Okay.
Yes, that I understand.
This sentence is different.
Yes.
This sentence is different. So when you say Sami, add an external file, unlike if you say kataba, you can add an external file. Here, Samiu, we don't have external file. We'll go to Maful, Azano. There is no external file there between the two. Is that understood?
Yes, I've understood. But my question is, you said that kataba must match with only gender and not number. So kataba doesn't match with Allah. Yeah, okay. But here it's plural. So
Sami is plural, yeah.
I don't know if you understand. Like kataba, and it's mufrad. It's mufrad. So it doesn't.
Okay. I understand. I think you have a
al-ulamani. It doesn't
internet.
match, so it's okay. But here, if we hear sami'u, it's plural. Yeah. Okay.
It's plural, but here we
Zahab.
don't have file. We don't have file. So always say fail and file.
Okay.
But in the Sami'u sentence, we don't have file at all. So there is no question of matching.
Can you explain
file
the file
here.
is built-in? Like, the built-in
File is built-in. We don't have file. All we have al-azana is a maful. So file is not here.
Okay. So if there is no, if there is no file, so that means that the
You're breaking
Yeah,
up,
hello.
sister.
Internet connection is
This,
disturbed.
if there
is,
is no file.
yeah,
Yeah, there is no file, so what do we match? We don't have anything to match anyway.
yeah, this is the line. Okay, let's conclude this, Ustad.
Okay,
If
Madi and
external,
Mudari.
if external exists, then the verb will take its form as required. So there is no rule there. Finish.
Yeah.
Okay, finish the other examples, Ustad, bottom.
Yeah, very quickly. Madi and Mudari. So here is the side out the slide. All we discussed is summarized here. If you pay your attention, you'll easily get it. So let us look at the Madi first column. Kharaja, kharaja, kharaja. This is which form is it? Kharaja is huwa form, isn't it?
That's right.
Kharaja, he went. Is a huwa form. Good. Now, first one is al-muslimu, al-muslim, and third one is asli muslimuna. So mufrad, musanna, jamu, singular, dual, and plural. So kharaja is huwa form. So, and because kharaja is a fail, we can say three of them are jumlatul failiyah, because three sentences start with a fail. And we said in jumlatul failiyah, we need to match with gender, but number does not need to match. And that is here. Like kharaja, here is mufrad, musanna, jamu, singular. And then if we go to the kharajati, kharajati, kharajati is from muzakkar to muannas.
It's
feminine.
It's kharajat, temporary kasra, Ustad.
Yeah.
Kharajat.
Yeah, kharajat. And then the fa'il should be muannas. It was muslimu before, al-muslimu, now al-muslimatu. Al-muslimatani, al-muslimatu, al-muslimatu. So the name, but the fail was feminine. The file, we made it feminine.
Yeah, gender
That's
matching.
it. So because we need to match the gender only. Mudari, exactly same. Like kharaja is the madi and mudar is yakhruju. We know that. So yakhruju, and the other things, the yakhruju mudare form. Huwa mudare form. He is going or he will go.
Yeah.
Yakhruju. So singular, because you don't need to match the number, but all of them are masculine. In the last column number 4, takhruju. Takhruju is a feminine form. And hence the file, you can see muslimatu, muslimatani, muslimatu, feminine. Singular, dual, and plural. Number does not need to match. So this table is nicely summarizing what we have discussed regarding the construction of jumla.
Inshallah.
Any question?
That's it. And that's all finished.
And I leave it to Ustad if to finish it.
Yeah. Any one or two questions, and then obviously we will discuss few other things. Brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, we are moving very nice, and that you are taking note of it. And from today until the next class, which is Monday, Ustad, right? Correct?
Yes, Ustad.
Monday, the subject, what is the subject topic, Ustad, as scheduled?
I think as scheduled, it was 22 and 23, which we just done.
Will
24 is?
24,
24 is
25.
this.
24, 25 is on 5th of October, which is
Okay, 24 is subject, object, small finance. Okay, fine. Ustad, this is our time. Ustad Sadiq, are you there, Ustad?
I don't know. No, he's not. He's not there.
Ustad Zakir here?
No.
Okay, no worry. What is most important, Ustad, is the Madi chart and Mudario chart. Okay, so we created a little gap here so that we can master it, not just be so strong in it. That's why we have to just focus on some important memorization. Okay, that will be the homework, Ustad. If you could prepare the chart, only Madi chart, only Mudario chart, Ustad. Okay, only
Yes.
Madi chart memorization, only Mudario chart memorization. These two will be enough, and they need to. Sure.
Yeah, you can, but I will send the chart anyway. Okay.
You will send, but I'll just.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, it is lesson. Am I co-host, Ustad?
Yes, you are.
Okay. You can see my screen, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
Please make a note, please. Lesson 27. Ustad Rashid, if you could send it to them tonight. Is the chart?
I'll do that, yes.
Okay. And let me explain the homework, okay? This is the chart, 14 conjugation we are talking about. Okay, for damir, for pronoun are the conjugation to place them in order. Huwa, huma, hum. Yeah. So this is the first chart which any Quranic grammar student must know by heart. See, number 9 siga is that. Number 13 is ana. Number 7 is this. He knows, all this. So that's you have done. I think you are not perfect yet. However, ask is this. Can you see? Fa'ala is the verb. Fa'ala is the verb. From the first huwa equivalent verb is fa'ala. As you know, huma is dual, huwa is one male, huma is two male. Okay. So huma version of fa'ala is fa'ala. Can you say alif added here? And then hum, plural, jamu. So what you will be doing, you will be blindly memorizing it, first of all. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alak, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. You will start slow. You will write it down 5 times, 10 times, and you will memorize it. You say it loudly, loudly, loudly. So you know all this. Fa'ala is number 1. Fa'ala is number 3. And it is equivalent to huwa. Wa fa'ala, huma fa'ala, hum fa'alu. You don't have to say this, but you have to know. As soon as you say fa'alna, dhahabna, we found it just 10 minutes ago. It is. This is fa'alna, hunna version of it. So for the time being, make sure you know all this without any doubt, and then you memorizing this, okay? Blind memorization. Brothers and sisters, do you understand? Did you understand what I just said? My wife said, yes, she understood. Okay.
Yeah.
You will print this page. You will print this page and you will memorize this. Then what you will do, that is interesting. Ja'ala, like fa'ala, you will place ja'ala here. So you will say ja'ala Jala, jala, jalu. You write it. Jalat, jalata, jal. Ta, jaltuma, jaltum, jalti, jaltuma, jaltuna, jaltu, jalna. Then you'll do fataha in the same way. Nasara, 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 nasaru, nasara, nasarna. Carry on up to here. Daraba. We want to make you so strong. So it's solid. Wherever you stand, others will feel, oh my God, subhanallah, you are so you have to do this, okay? This chart, and it is lesson 27, Ustad, okay? And then 28.
Yeah.
You will be doing exactly the same. Nothing on this lesson, only memorization of this. Yafalu, yafalani, yafaluna, okay? Continuously like this, memorize it, and then test it with, write it, go over it. Yaj'alu, yaj'alu, yaj'alani, yaj'aluna. Tajalu, tajalani, yaj'alna, okay? Do this, yaj'alna, and carry on, this four. This is absolutely the most essential thing to memorize. It's like solid, okay? With that, the homework should be sent, Ustad Rashid.
I will send it.
We can actually.
Yes, we can send.
Any question about this homework, if you understood it, and if you could give your response on the chat box, that you understood the importance, otherwise we wouldn't have said it like this. Inshallah, you will all do that. I see your responses, please. Okay, you are doing
Everyone
very
respond, please. Will you do this exercise? On the chat box, everyone.
Yes.
Good. Good.
Yeah. Past tense and present tense. Madi and Mudari.
Good. They're all saying inshallah, yeah.
Inshallah.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Any question? Otherwise, we will conclude now, inshallah, on time.
Ustad Dr. Mahmoud, can I be
Yeah, well, we're
excused?
finishing now, Ustad. We're finishing. That's good, Ustad. Thank you very much. Okay, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Assalamu
Thank you.
alaikum.
Okay. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salam.
So I'd like to conclude the tonight class, and we will send you homework, all of you. Inshallah, you start doing it now. And like Ustaz says, we are bringing forward two lessons advanced because it is very important that you memorize them, and you memorize them blindly. You know, when you are wherever you are, when you close your eyes, you should be able to memorize all stoppage, right?
Mhm.
And Barakallahu fikum, and we expect all of you to see again on Monday, inshallah, Monday class. And remember us in your dua, Allahumma bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.